Yo, it's good, everybody. Hello, Max. I would like you. I would like to welcome you, buddy. Specifically, 5 full minutes and then this bit, bro. The 5 minutes was only because I was trying to wait out the ads. Okay. Yo, Lemur was good. Hash Brown was good. Max was good. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? This guy, then this bit for 5 minutes. What do you guys think? Do you think this looks even more like Backroom? Oh boy. Winter Soldier was good. Okay. Is it too dark with this light on? It also I gotta paint the back there. You got your 4th account to Diamond working on the 5th? Holy shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. No dog bed either. No, the dog bed is still in the same spot. The dog bed is still in the same spot. This is whack, move it back. But it's because he's not even going to go on the dog bed. He's going to go on the couch. That's why. Okay, and then we'll be able to look at the couch a little easier. In this industry, you can make 1,000 to 5,000, but the producers are going to need to see you on tape. We can't see the dog bed. The dog bed is that fucking couch. Easy fix, put dog bed on couch. GG's. I mean, I guess I could. There's a lot to do still, obviously, as you can see. The walls are like, they look like shit. Yo, Jack was good. No, I didn't stream yesterday because I was moving all my shit. I was moving my. That's where I used to stream from. That wall right there. So I moved everything around to like make the room better. So I streamed where the couch is, and then I swapped it to over here yesterday. Yo, Clutch, what's good, buddy? Pusha T before he was a rapper. God. So anyway, I basically had to move everything yesterday because we finally figured out like what we want to do here. So I moved the computer from that where that couch is to right here where the couch used to be. So we just basically swapped positions. But it took way longer to do than I thought because this side of the fucking floor, for whatever goddamn reason, it is uneven. So we had to maneuver to make the desk like even and steady. I had to do like a million different fucking things yesterday. So it took way longer than I expected. And by the time the stream time came along, I was then trying to fix the computer, trying to get everything on the computer set up, and the computer was fucking up. So by the time I was done with everything, it was like 11:30. And I was like, I'm not streaming. I'm not gonna stream. Like, fuck it. He went out for milk yesterday and just got back. Add Sumo Tagada to the wall like I did. I could. But yeah, so anyway, I'm sorry that I wasn't here yesterday. It was a bit of a struggle to get on. And it's still going to be a little bit of a struggle, I'm sure. But we're here. Mickey lives in a funhouse, confirmed. Dude, it's super annoying. I had to put shims under the desk because it's so lopsided, which like, remember when the 3 bookshelves were in the back here? I knew that it was off a little bit. Like one of them was kind of crooked, but I didn't think it was this drastic. It was fucking wild. So yeah. Hey, it's still a mess here. Like I still have the 3 bookshelves back here that I have to move and clean up and whatever, but we at least know now. Oh boy, this is about to fall. We at least know like what we're doing. If that made you throw up, I'm sorry. Bro, what is happening with this goddamn thing? Cloverfield sequel? You can't say Shim's gonna get canceled. Wait, why? I don't. What does that mean? Is that a bad word? Why does he keep doing this? This thing is pissing me off. Yo, Max with the raid. Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate you, bro. The Shims joke went over his head. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a Shim is. But yeah, so now we. I was like, oh, I should record videos. I should do things. And I just like couldn't get myself to do it after I did all this. So you grew up in the late 90s? I most definitely did. Keep saying it so we can get close. Wait, why am I not understanding what you're saying? I feel like I'm not remembering. But anyway, so essentially, I'm going to be. So anyway, that's what we did yesterday, and today I've just been doing things. I'm gonna paint this next. I'm gonna have to paint it. Originally, we were gonna have somebody else paint it, but I think I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm just gonna paint the whole wall. Like I'm gonna start. I'm trying to see something. Stop. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna probably just paint the walls myself. I mean, that's the better move. It's obviously a lot cheaper, and also something to do. You know what I mean? But we're trying to set everything up, fucking do everything, and get things done. Athletics announce team got to be sweating over that. So yeah. So that's where we're at. I got to figure it out. I got to paint the wall. I got to put everything up. It's going to be easier to put things up on this wall as opposed to this wall in front of me because that shit is mad big and there's nothing big enough that I have that's going to do it. I'm going to be able to fill this wall with like shit that's cool. Also this like makes things a little easier because why does it feel like this camera is way more zoomed in than it was? I'm gonna have maybe this is why. This is probably why. It is. It feels like it is, to be honest. It feels like the whole room is smaller, but kind of in a good way. So it does feel like it's smaller, and that is also good. It's because I'm finally centered and not like in a corner. You know what I mean? Like, so I want things to look like it looks way big on camera the other way, and like, so yeah. I think this just like, I think it just looks better and makes everything feel better. Also the lighting is way better. So over there, I was directly under a light. So all the shadows were always on my face no matter how many lights I had. Add some layers of depth to the room. That's interesting that you say that. I wasn't sure I was going to keep that there. I just kind of threw that there. I was thinking about actually putting it in the corner where the bats are. Just like pushing it in there. Actually, I don't even know if it'll fit there now that I look at it, but that makes sense. It's been raining every day and loves sitting out and getting soaked. Does he really? Brunson's the opposite. Brunson hates it. So this isn't the best example, but how are the muddy paws? Dude, we have to clean Brunson all the time. So on this video, this is like one of the videos that I posted on YouTube. This is the only one that I have on my computer at the moment. Well, it's the only one I have on this hard drive. I have it on another hard drive, but you could see how the lights would be fucking with me because there's always these shadows on my chest. There's always these shadows on my chin, neck, and chest area. It's kind of harder to see on this because I'm wearing a green shirt. But you can see it here. You can see it here better because it's like an orange shirt. So it's super dark right here in the center. It's dark all over my chin and like this area because there was a light directly under. I was directly underneath a light. Now I'm not directly under. Oh, I know I need something for the wall. Believe me. Believe me. I'm going to but I gotta paint the fucking wall first. I have shit to hang on the walls and shit. When we were at that minor league game where I got the hats and stuff, which I should be wearing one of the hats right now because my hair looks like shit. But we got this pennant, right? So I wasn't thinking about it, but when we were at the minor league game, they were selling pennants, right? So if we could put like pennants back there because you could see it. Nick's colorway for the walls. So I a little bit want to do that, but I do think it's a bad idea because most of my shit is blue and orange. Most of the shit that I own is like Nick's shit. So if we make the colors the same as that and then I hang it, it's just gonna look weird. But I did like that. I like that I left dark blue, gray, and burnt orange colorway, but not colorway. So we have some gray paints that we got from the place, like samples and shit. So if I put this up, yo, Upleamer was good. I don't know if you guys can even hear me, to be honest. I can't tell if the microphone is picking up. But if we have these pennants, Gotta go royal or like navy blue with grayish. So part of the reason that I don't want to commit to blue also is because I'm probably going to start using the green screen again. And if I use the green screen, the walls have to be a good color. If I use the green screen right now, because it's like this weird yellow, it comes out as this weird yellow on camera. I mean, it is kind of that color. It's like tannish yellow. It gets confused with the green screen, so it actually like fucking greens out everything. So I think I have to kind of go with like heavier on the gray, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But I definitely see what you're saying about royal or navy blue. I would prefer to do that, to be honest. New York sports team colors, fair. It is a Loki shirt. It is. It is a Loki shirt. But yeah, everything that I would put back there is gonna be New York sports colors, to be fair. So yeah. Like, so I gotta keep the walls a little different. Kind of sucks because if we paint it too gray, the couch is gray also. So I might not have to. What was the discussion? Well, I had to switch sides of the room. I'm now on the side that you guys always see on stream with the back with the windows over on the sides, and that is the side that I was streaming on, because now I'm in the center of the room as opposed to being in a corner. Like you could see the bats. They were always there. So the desk was right there. The desk is the same size as the couch. Just about. The desk is slightly bigger. So you can kind of tell like where I was at. And we were just like, we were trying to figure out what's the best way to do things, what's the best way to make like the videos look good, streams look better, so that it's more comfortable area. So bro, I'm not getting a excuse me. That was disgusting. I'm not getting a Russell Wilson fathead, okay? Jalen Brunson, you can maybe sell me on. Russell Wilson, fuck off. But yeah, so like kind of everything that I got going on up there is where are you planning on placing the green screen? So that I haven't decided on yet. But what I like on the wall or directly behind you. So what I like is having options. So I'm going to be able to have options with this setup more. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to do something crazy right here. I'm going to put the portable mic into the computer and also use that so that I could walk around and show you guys. So I like to have the options on everything. Let's see if this works. Let's see if I can make this work, if I'm smart enough to make this work. Ready? Hello. Yeah, I'm not smart enough for this. Cat Rally 27 Grand Slam. Sorry if you already went through this. No, I did not. I did not. Okay, do you hear me twice? You probably hear me twice. This might work. This might actually be working. Echo? Okay, what about now? Do you hear the music echoing? You probably hear the music echoing. Is it because I'm dumb enough to have the microphone off? Do you hear an echo on the music? You can hear me now, right? But the music probably echoes. So this is not exactly working. Does this suck? Anyway, this is just going to be temporary. It's good? You can hear it, Clutch? So essentially with the green screen, I guess I could break out the green screen, but like essentially with the green screen, what I was thinking about doing is like, you can barely hear the music? Okay, but you can hear it. That sucks. On YouTube, you're not supposed to hear the music at all, so that's not great. But with the green screen, I could move it now. I could put it directly behind the fucking thing, right? So I could put it directly behind this, behind the chair if I want to. But when I delete the yellow from the walls, you're going to, it deletes that. Sorry, when I delete the green screen from the thing, it deletes the yellow from the walls partially. So the videos end up leaking onto the walls. But with the green screen, I could put it here, or I could theoretically put it behind the couch. If the walls are gray and everything's gray, I could put it behind the couch, pull it up whenever I want, and then I could just take it out and do like different things where I'm sitting on the couch or doing whatever, things like that. It's kind of cool. I don't know why I broke out the green screen. But that's like sort of the thought process there. This is such a pain in the ass. You can see how kind of messy this closet is, but it's kind of cool. What about the closet doors? That I'm not sure. Couch content, you say? Yes. So, theoretically, hold on. I'm going to lower the music a little so that it doesn't bleed into the mic as much. So, like, it's still picking it up. It's crazy. So, like, theoretically, we could do more things with the stream. I could put this thing on. I could sit here with the other microphone and just like chill and talk right here, but it's harder for me to see the screen, and I don't know how much I'm going to be doing that. But when it comes to, also this camera sucks. When it comes to YouTube videos and stuff like that for the sports channel, I could, I have a tripod, I have everything, and a new phone that can record well. So I can put the camera like over here which you can't see where I'm pointing, but like next to the computer desk and record on the couch. If I paint the wall and decorate the wall, I can also put things on the other thing. Oh, you can't hear the music? Okay, that's good. So this wall becomes like multi-purpose. It's there on the back of the stream. If I'm sitting on the couch and recording, I can record from over here and do other things. Then there's the other back wall where the bats are leaning against, so you can't really see too much of. Sorry, carrying the green screen was heavier than I expected. This, if I decorate this properly, I can do that as well. And then I also still have the bookshelves over here, which have at various times been on the stream, in the stream background. But the bookshelves over there could serve as another place that I could record videos, like if I stood there and recorded videos. So we have more options, we have more things that we can do. Which is kind of awesome. So now I switch back to the regular mic, and the one on the lapel is actually off, so you should not hear that. But that's sort of the plan. We have a lot of things that we're trying to do and trying to accomplish. Yo, went essential with the 46 months, bro. I appreciate you. Karma's a bitch is crazy. Went essential. Thank you for the resub. 46 months. How you doing? Karma's a bitch. Bitch? Who said that? The first thing that I thought of was, I don't know why. The first thing I thought of was Abby Maria, but I don't think that's correct. Karma's a bitch. Was it Cass? Oh, it was Wes. Okay. I'm watching season 31, I think, for the first time. I'm watching Final Reckoning. I never watched it. I know who wins. I know what happens, but you didn't have it on your list, so I never watched it, and then I'm currently watching it. 32 in garbage. Oh, it's 32. Bottom 5 season. We've been enjoying it so far. I mean, we're like 4 episodes in. I imagine it's I can imagine it gets bad. But we decided to watch it because we've been watching like everything in order from your list, and that's like the only skip season. So we were like, all right, let's fucking just watch it. Pastagate? No, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. So no. Yo, Quintessential, you have a good night. Talking about the challenge? You watched the challenge, Clutch? We are talking about the challenge. We are talking about it. My man Quintessential basically told me to watch it about a year ago or so. Look at all that gray hair. Oh, brother. Chaotic. You literally saw me the other day. It wasn't that gray. Just the lights, bro. But yeah, but last year, about a year ago, actually a year and a half, 2 years ago almost now, Quintessential told me that I should be watching Marriage is Aging You. I think age is aging me. Kicked off the gray. Oh, brother. Kicked off. But yeah, you said it, not me. I have a stutter. I heard Final Reckoning while making this coffee. Yeah, so I've never seen Final Reckoning. My friend Quintessential told me to watch a bunch of seasons of The Challenge, and I watched them it was probably like 25 seasons. Like he told me to skip all the bad ones, and I skipped Final Reckoning. But now I'm watching it with the wife, so we were just like, fuck it, let's watch it. You said it, not me. Kicked off. Yo, Bloby baby. Bloby was good, bro. Marriage is aging you. In 2 weeks, I have aged a ton. It's been insane. It's been insane. I think the thing that, yeah. Marriage is difficult. It's a tough change. It's completely different than being in a relationship and living with each other for 7 years. All of a sudden we're totally different people. It's crazy. Jur. Could be worse. Could have married a white woman. Oh, brother. But yeah. So I guess that's kind of an update on what we did this weekend. Also, this weekend we went to New York. We saw Chaotic, who brought up the gray hair thing. Tell me about. What are your top 3 shows? I mean, that's hard to say. Definitely The Wire. I don't care. The Wire is definitely number 1. As far as like the rest, like if you're talking about best shows, there's obviously like I can't say certain things. I can't say certain shows, but like if I said my favorite shows, like I guess I would have to throw Survivor in there because I've just watched it a million times. Survivor is number 1, you loser. Survivor's got to be up there. It's got to be up there. I wouldn't say it's number 1. There's nothing that will ever replace The Wire. I don't think they can make a TV show that would ever make me replace The Wire. Like I just don't think they'll ever come out with a show. I've seen The Wire so many fucking times, and it's just so good. Oh, Star Trek also has to be up there. Star Trek also has to be up there. That's interesting. Third doesn't matter. I never saw Avatar. But The Wire has to be number 1. I mean, The Wire is number 1. Period. I bet I've rewatched The Wire more than you at this point. It's possible you have because I haven't really rewatched it a lot in the past couple years. So it is a high probability that you've watched it more than me now. But I watched it so fucking much. Twice a year for the last 5. Yeah, I mean, I've probably watched The Wire because, like, I was watching The Wire when it was on TV still, and then I was rewatching it like every year or whatever. Did I ever watch Oz? No, I never saw Oz. I know a lot of the guys from The Wire are on there, but I never saw it. Is it on HBO Max? Because I could always watch it. I'm assuming that it is, because I know it's an HBO show.
Just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Juan is back, go crazy. Thank you for the follow. I'm him. It is. Oz was great. You should watch it. How many seasons is it? You're 9 like me, and they strong enough to take 9 like me. 6 seasons? I got locked down my shit. I have some guesses on who this is. You're Gengar? Oh, brother. How'd you get locked out? Season 4 is a weird length. There's 56 episodes. I'm looking at it now. So the first season is 8. The second is 8. The third is 8. The fourth is 16. What the fuck? And then it goes back to 8. That is weird. I'll check that out. Oh, the authorization fucked you? That sucks. 6 seasons, 8 episodes per. I mean, I would watch that, to be honest. Kind of depressing though. I mean, everything's depressing. Right? Theoretically. I feel like good art is depressing. Sort of. That's sort of true. Maybe it's not. Tony Care my M1. I knew some guy whose cousin was on the show or something. I went to like high school with him. I don't know, man. I found a 71-year-old. You think The Wire was more depressing? The Wire was. I mean, I don't know if depressing is the right word. It's sad. It's like I don't know, maybe depressing is the right word. The Wire is more like It's more like you have less, like you're hopeless. It's sort of like that. Like there's not a lot of hope in it. The Browns are depressing. But yeah. That's so yeah, maybe I'll check out Oz. The only problem is I feel like if I start a new show, I gotta watch it with Starfish. But like I could just like sort of watch it and just bang it out real quick. Well, not quick, but in my own time. I don't know. Maybe it's not. It's probably not for her. I don't think she'll want to watch Oz. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Yo, Killer Savage was good. Steelers fan? No. He is a Ravens fan. You nailed it. But yeah. Maybe I'll try to watch an episode or two tonight. You can watch Love Island together. Oz is for you. Fair. I'm this sad Steelers fan. Yeah, we do have a couple Steelers fans in here and a Ravens fan. Okay. You can watch Love Island together. Oz is for you. Okay. I'll probably watch the first episode tonight. Actually, I gotta see if I'm logged into Max on this computer. Baba has Oz in her top 3 shows, really? So anything is possible? I'll watch it myself. I'll test the waters, find out. I'll find out how it is. Bengals don't have fans on the internet. North Kentucky's still on dial-up. It's fair. You're a Bills fan? No Canadian teams to root for? I have a friend that's a Bills fan. He is the most obnoxious friend I have. I say that with love. I love the kid. But all he talks about is Josh Allen. Yeah, I'm on YouTube too. I'm always streaming on YouTube also now. Ever since we could dual stream, it makes more sense because now I have a fuck ton of videos on YouTube now. Bro got OP internet. It doesn't cost them. Oh, look who's here. What's up, buddy? Come here. Hey, what's up, pal? How you doing? Yo, Edward was good. What game am I playing? I have no idea. I'm not sure yet. How we doing, Edward? Come here, buddy. What's in? What's up, pal? Okay. Bye. Big Boy Brunson. That's big body. That's big body Brunson in the flesh, bro. Just chilling. Got back to MTG Arena. Okay. Okay. Action Brunson. I played MTG Arena about a year ago. I was playing it a little bit. I was playing it Magic is Gas. That could have ended in multiple letters and it would have made quite a difference in what you meant. That looks so bad. I'm not gonna lie, it did. It did. But you could have meant it's gag, you know. I was like, during Pride Month, that last letter could have been bad. Learn how to play One Piece. I could. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna play on stream today. I'm not gonna lie. I played MTG Arena for like maybe a month and a half last year. Probably less than a month actually. Nah, he dropped the Jaron Duran card. I haven't opened MLB at all for this inning program. I should. But I don't know why. I don't know why I should. But I feel like I should. But yeah, I played MTG for a little bit because I was mostly playing it off stream. It was fun. Bleemer can teach you. She can teach me how to play One Piece. I'm not against playing One Piece. I bought Dave the Diver yesterday. I don't know if you guys ever played that. Did anybody ever play that? I feel like probably a lot of at least a handful of you guys. Yo, JT was good. Dave the Diver's Gas. Yeah, I don't know if it's a stream game, but it was on sale. My brother told me to buy it like a year ago. So I figure I'll finally just do it. When it was like, it's like $12 or $11 or something. I don't know like how good that would really be on stream though. I have no idea. Good play Nine Kings as always. Please explain to my millennial brain what gas means. It's good. It means it's awesome, you know? Like that kind of thing. But yeah, so that's sort of where we're at. We went to New York on Saturday. That was fun. Brunson had a rough time. So we went to New York. We went to New York on Saturday and he was fine. Then we went out for Father's Day the next day. To how she not know what gas is? I don't know, man. You've been listening to Daddy Yankee since I've been listening to Sean Paul, and we all know how long that is. So anyway, we come back. We go out on Father's Day. I was 3 knuckles deep in a 3 while listening to Sean Paul before you even. That has to be one of the funniest quotes I've ever heard. Electric cars change people. So anyway, we come back from Father's Day. We were out for maybe like 3 hours, maybe. So Brunson was alone for like 12 hours the day before, or like 10 hours or something. And how many knuckles humans have made of I just couldn't believe when she was just confused about what that meant. I just couldn't believe that somebody would be confused about that. So we come back from the Father's Day lunch that we had with Purple Starfish's dad. And Brunson had an emergency in like the living room. You should have heard what he was saying earlier. Brunson like shat in the living room and the whole house fucking reeked, dude. He had like diarrhea. And he's been in rough shape for like 3 days. So I feel bad for him. He's having a tough time. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. That's what we did basically all weekend. And then yesterday I switched everything around, moved everything. And now we're going to soon you're going to see we're going to put like random paint on the wall, different color paints on the wall, and then we're going to decide on a color. And then we're going to paint the whole fucking thing. Iggy almost vomited. We walked into the house and it stunk. And I was like, what in the fuck is that smell, dude? I was like, what the fuck is that? And then in the distance, we saw that he like shat in the middle of the floor. Thankfully, it was on the wood floor and not on the carpet. Okay. And you couldn't handle your dog being skunked in his mouth? No, I would not be able to handle that. Dude, so basically I smelled it as soon as we walked in and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is that smell? Like, what is going on? And then I walked over to the room. So Starfish ran over and she like starts cleaning it. And then she's like, oh, can you grab me this? Can you grab me that? Can you grab me whatever? And I grab all these things and I walk into the room and she's chilling. Like she's cleaning it. She's fine. And I walked into the room and all of a sudden I got a whiff. Like it was so bad. I caught a whiff of it and I just literally gagged and almost puked all over the fucking floor. It was fucking horrible. When I was a kid, when I was like in like, I don't know, 7th grade or 6th grade or something like that, I walked into a bathroom where somebody puked everywhere. And who would have had to clean the puke? It would have been Purple Starfish, probably. I mean, I would have cleaned it, but I would have put a fucking mask on. I would have put a fucking mask on in that goddamn fucking room. Like, I don't know what it was in that room, in that little self-contained room. It was so bad. Like, I can't even tell you. Brunson is like 85 fucking pounds or somewhere between 80 and 90 pounds. Okay. He's a big boy. And, but anyway, I hate vomit too. Yeah, so when I walked into a bathroom, some kid puked in the urinal. I was like in 6th or 7th grade. Some kid puked in the urinal. And I walked in and I was like, oh, some kid puked in the urinal. Like, that's gross. And then I walked over and I stood in the a urinal like 2 away. And I turned in that direction and I smelled it. And as soon as I smelled it, I fucking vomited everywhere. Like, my nose is tough. Imagine Purple has to clean because of Ryan's puking. Yeah. She didn't even clean her nose at all. You would have been so mad. Bro, you would not. You were laughing at me when I fucking gagged because I literally almost puked everywhere in that moment. And she was laughing. Did they look towards you when they said the word husband? Yo, Vark was good. She was literally laughing at me, even with shit on my hand. In my hand, imagine that, bro. I was horrified. I don't know. It just smells fuck me up. I guess smells like I guess I'm a thug. Oh, brother. Purple. Joey said purple fartfish. That's crazy. Now your I'm a thug message is pinned. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? I'm a gangster. Yeah, I'm sure you're very gangster. But yeah, so that also happened on Sunday. I forgot to mention that because it was horrible. It was genuinely fucking terrible. Goldberg went to the ring with an invisible cane. Adding Starfish to this list. Oh, brother. Goldberg went to the ring with an invisible cane. So, let me ask you guys something. Did they move the WWE Network? They moved that to Netflix. Is like permanently there now. Is that the way it is? Because we still technically have Peacock. Oh, just Raw. So everything else is on Peacock still? Oh, that's weird. Oh my god, that's actually super annoying. Why would you do that? We have it for a few weeks. I mean, I don't really care about WWE. I have not watched that in a really long time, but I always go like, oh, maybe I should watch again and check it out, but then I forget. More monies? That's scummy. WWE kind of ass right now. Is AEW also ass? You only watch pay-per-views? They're having a solid year. I used to watch all the time, but now I just don't watch any wrestling. Like, I just don't. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll watch it again. I feel like probably not. Come see a show. Live indie shows are the fucking best experience. That's super fun. That is super, super fucking fun. I would do that. That's like an experience that you don't get in other sports. I mean, I don't know what a WWE event would be like because I've never been to one, to be fair. But indie wrestling events, like the crowds are just super crazy. Because like it's the most dedicated of the dedicated fans. You know what I mean? Like nobody's going to see that. You almost got SummerSlam tickets? Somebody I know, not really my friend, but someone I know, like I'm acquainted with, got tickets. You couldn't justify the price? Yeah, it sounds like it was really fucking expensive. I prefer the indie vibe to WWE vibe, especially TV tapings. Like commercial breaks are brutal. I believe that. I believe that. How much were the tickets, Blopey? Also, were you going to get it for you and the kids or just you and the wife? Or is it just you? I don't know. I don't know if your wife would watch wrestling. I don't know if your kids watch wrestling. SummerSlam became a big event like WrestleMania, so prices are jacked up. It's over here, right? It's in Jersey or something? Oh, the two of you? Oh, it's a 2-night event. She's been to Raw 3 times? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's at MetLife. 2-night event. So if you bought the tickets, Blopey, would it be only to one night or would it be both? $30, sit fifth row. That's not bad. Not bad. $30, not bad. I was buying very expensive seats since MetLife you can't see shit. That's fair. Oh, it's both? At least it's both. That's cool. I thought you would have to get separate days. I like that. But yeah, in MetLife, like we saw Kendrick at MetLife, and we had seats like super high up, and we would see him if he came to the front of the stage, but when he went to the back, like there was like that back area, there was like a weird back area that was covered. If he went back there, we couldn't see him. We would have to watch TVs or whatever that were filming him. I don't want to be outdoors. That's fair. That's fair. Nosebleeds and echoes. Yeah. It was kind of like that. I mean, I think it's too loud to really hear the echoes, but in like a WWE event, I imagine it would be like that. For Kendrick, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, we were like 3 from the top, and I felt like I was gonna die up there. Like going up the stairs, going up all those fucking stairs, it was almost like vertigo inducing. Cause like it just feels like if you lean forward too much, you're just gonna fall like forward. But that was the first time I'd ever been to MetLife also. I've never been to a football game. So I had never been in MetLife. So we also were kind of ignorant. We're going back in August, I think, to see System of a Down. So we'll see where we got seats for that. Hopefully a little better. Hopefully not as high up. But I don't remember what we got. They shooting. Oh, made you look. But yeah, as far as playing games, I don't know what to play. I don't know what to play. I guess I could try Dave the Diver, but I don't know. I don't know if that's really a stream game. I don't know. Is that more like? Is that more open or is it more like whatever? With the performers being ants from the seats, who knows what the weather be? Oh, that's true. In wrestling, it's even harder. I never even thought of that because there's only like 2 guys there, or maybe 4. You know, like that kind of thing. I remember before they knocked down the New Haven Civic Center, they had a Raw there, and we went and paid $50. His entrance broke 3 times. That's pretty. The glass to his entrance broke 3 times. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I didn't really think about it the way that you put it, because especially in wrestling, it's really hard because there's only 2 people. All right, let's see what kind of games we got. Could play Nine Kings. Oh, also, for hundreds of dollars to sit up high, I just won't do it. Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. Especially up here where we've been getting rain every weekend for months now. Yeah, that's true. It's been fucking raining nonstop. It's super annoying. Yo, Casper, what's good, buddy? So let's talk about the finals real quick. I didn't really watch too much of Game 5 because I kind of forgot that it was on. I just don't really care. But unfortunately, Tyrese is hurt, and the Thunder look like they're just gonna fucking clean up. You lost one of the family dogs today? Yo, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you guys feel better. That's terrible news. It's terrible. But yeah. What do I play? What do I feel like playing? You look at that game I mentioned? No. I looked at it for like a second, but I didn't. Is it on Steam? Let me look. It is on Steam. Play Snap? Not no. I'd rather we could play. It's got overwhelmingly negative reviews. Chaotic. Oh, fucking boy, it's Tubbsy. When's the last time you seen Tubbsy in here? I've been having fun on MLB. Have you really? I also took a month off, so that helped. Yeah, I've taken a lot off. Goatsy impression? Tubbsy, I haven't seen you in so long, bro. How we doing? Play 800 games for one emote? Yeah. All the programs are easy to do. I might have to do that. You haven't even seen yourself for the past 4 months? Did you move, Tubbsy? I feel for my niece. She found her dead. Thanks, everyone. Oh, that sucks, dude. That's really sad. Spread cheeks. Bleemer's gonna be like, what's that? I'm surprised Purple Starfish hasn't been asking. You moved, but you're still in Cali? You like the new place? Are you enjoying it? So Shadowverse Worlds Beyond has overwhelmingly negative reviews. I greatly enjoyed the first Shadowverse and was happy to support it by buying cosmetics since it was quite possible for normal players to craft their preferred deck by melting down cards they did not wish to use. In this sequel, the income is drastically nerfed. Packs now cost 500 gold. Gold income is 250 per day. You cannot melt cards unless you have... The economics of Worlds Beyond are abysmal. Even with the pre-registration bonuses and tutorial income, I was not able to assemble one deck without skimping on literal gold rarity utility card. Come on, man. Probably because it's pay to win. Yeah, that is definitely why. Straight up worst version of the original. My reasons are as follows. Everybody's complaining about the cost of everything. Hey, it was a card game. That's fair. That's fair. But I'm broke. I'm broke now. Yo, Veggie was good. You play card games? No. I appreciate it. You're right. You're right. I get it. Goatsy, that's a word. Why? Can we get Purple Starfish? Can we find out what Purple Starfish thinks about Goatsy? It's a lifestyle. Does she know that word? Definitely not. Been hooked onto Mountain Blade 2. One of my favorite series. Let's go, dude. Somebody else said that to me the other day too. Or maybe it was you, actually. Maybe it was you. Can I show you guys what Brunson is doing right now? Look at this fucking guy. My son has a friend getting married, so I'll be able to see him for the first time in years this week. Let's go, dude. That's huge. Congrats. Congrats. Do you see this guy tucked into bed on my pillow? Just sleeping, just dead asleep. Like, not a care in the world. Lazy dog, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What a bum, bro. What a bum. All the drill that pillow is about to absorb? I know. See a chocolate lab? We don't really know what he is. We think he's a lab mixed with a pitbull. He's definitely a pitbull, though. He's definitely part pitbull. Do I even want to know? I don't know. There's worse things out there. How did this stream? How did my entire streaming life become about Goatsy? Because this is every fucking stream now. Thanks, Winter Soldier. Things from 1997. I'm just old. It wasn't even me. You started it. Is it gonna make me yell at you guys? No, you'll be fine. She will not be fine. That is wrong. That is mean. Are you gonna yell at us? I don't know. It depends. I would never encourage you to look at it yourself. I would say if you're gonna take a look at it, make Downlemur also, like, you guys should make it a group activity. Can't be any worse than here's your 2025 Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers. That's true. It's not worse than having Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, especially in 2025. So, I can't read. I'm not going to read that. I never wanted him. He's just describing Aaron Rodgers for you. It's an accurate description, to be fair. Maybe I'll turn into that Bengals fan. You're gonna have to leave Downleamer for your cousin, though. Ew, that's gross. That's the only issue with that. You're gonna have to just, if you want to fully commit. Where the cash at? Where the stash at? I hate it. At least you didn't trade your top hitter immediately after. Bro. Okay. Yeah, let's take a moment to talk about the Devers trade. Fucking unbelievable, bro. The Red Sox finally above a 500 record. Finally, they sweep the American League the defending American League champions. They finally get to the 500 record. They're finally in the playoff picture. The second they do that, they're like, yeah. We're just going to trade our best hitter. We're going to trade our best player right now. All they got was Hicks, Harrison, and Connor Wong. Aaron Hicks? No, Jordan Hicks. Never mind. Jordan Hicks. Sorry. I was thinking of the wrong irrelevant Yankee. Irrelevant former Yankee. Literally traded for AAA prospects and a used Cardinal. Bro, he called him a used Cardinal. He said used Cardinal. I want his fucking donuts. It's so bad. Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, and Connor Wong is really bad. For those three, I'm not gonna lie. That's super bad. But I mean, every Red Sox fan that I've ever talked to, anybody that I know from Boston, they just talk about how little the owners care, how little John Henry cares, and he's all about just he's genuinely just all about money. Doesn't care. Ruth, Mookie, Devers have bro brought up Babe Ruth. That's insane. Bro, what are we talking about here? We're talking about trades from 100 years ago. 115 years ago, this guy's talking about. That's tough. That's tough. When your organization suffers that much, that's tough. Seems valid here. That's fair. That's fair. At least they got money for Ruth. The Red Sox did not get any money for any of the other guys. The Red Sox lost money losing those guys. At least for like Babe Ruth, they gained some money, you know. That's really fucking funny. I still haven't decided what I'm going to play. I still have not decided what to play. I really should. Doing that behind bars. Vlad Jr.'s price plummeted, so I had to buy him. Why did his price plummet? I don't want to play MLB. That thought just crossed my mind. Oh, maybe I'll play MLB. I really don't want to. That makes me like I just don't want to. I just refuse. I refuse. I could play Nine Kings. I've played that a lot recently. Oh, he has a 95 overall in a program. Oh, wow. He was at 370. You're telling me Vlad Jr.'s price was at 370K? Dropped to 200 with the flash sale? Wow. Wow. That's wild. I have not been on that game. I have not been on that game for a while, so I did not know that the prices were that out of control. I know Shohei and Judge are fucking crazy, but Vlad Jr.? They fucking ruined the market in that game, honestly. Like they're dumb. They're really fucking stupid. Schwarber had a card in that set for 280. Wow. Oh, you're not saying live series Vlad was 370. You're saying the Vlad Jr. It's players? Nah, I'm going to disagree with that one. When all your best cards are their pipeline program cards. Okay. I thought you meant his live series was 370. When your best cards, when your best everything are in packs, that's trash. That's trash. Like it's just garbage. That's my opinion. That would be criminal. I know. That's why I was confused. I was like, wait, did Vlad go up to like a 90 something and I didn't realize it? Or are like 80 fucking sixes going for like insane prices? That's why I was so confused there. One of the program cards, he has a program card. I understand. Even though it shouldn't be that high. There should be more packs and shit. I heard Ted Williams was the collection reward, but I didn't even look at the card. I should just open it and look at it at some point. But you got players buying all the cheap cards and flipping them to higher prices? That's not what's happening, though. That's not why the market is out of control. Ted Williams is a stupid bitch. Ted Williams is dead. The market is fucked up because of the way they release cards and the packs that they're putting them in. Dead and frozen? Like a stupid bitch. Making stubs is easier now than ever before. I'm going to disagree with that too. Making stubs is way easier in other games. There's definitely ways to make stubs, sure, but it's a massive, massive grind to do that. That doesn't make it easier. Just means whatever. Just means you're grinding more. Freeze my body just in case is a weird way to go. Shame they beheaded him or whatever. I just never believed that story. I never believed that that was real. You can make 50K off a DQ run. That is nice. And I guess it doesn't take super, super long to play Diamond Quest, I guess. But I don't know. Ever since I got Beltron, every time I open the game, I'm like, I have no reason to play, really. Nothing was easier than flipping in 21 and 22 for 1,400 stubs a pop. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that completely. They added a 20-pack bundle in mini seasons that's farmable too. Yeah, but playing for packs all the time is not a good way to make stubs. It's just, I guess it could be a good way if you're pulling like big cards all the time, but I pulled one big card all year, so it's kind of, I'd rather play the game, to be honest. I'd rather play the game too, but in 21 and 22, it was easy to make a lot of stubs. Flipping in between games and shit. It wasn't like super complicated. Just a 600K card? Yeah. Well, yeah, but I only pulled that once. And I had to save it for the collection. So it's not like I profited off of it. And if I didn't profit it off of it, I mean, if I even though I didn't profit off of it, obviously it counts as a profit to pull Shohei. But if I didn't do that, it would have taken me another month and a half to finish Live Series Collection. It happened. Founded as a nonprofit in 1972, Alcor is the leading practitioner of cryonics, a fringe movement that freezes people after they die, in the hope that medical technology will someday advance to the point where it'll be possible to stop or reverse the aging process and cure now incurable diseases. At that point, cryonics aspires to thaw out its frozen charges and bring them back to life. Alcor froze its first patient, as it calls its customers, in 1976. By the time Ted arrived 26 years later, the group had said it had frozen 49 people and had 590 living members. Those who had signed up. Bro, this is such a scam. $400 in annual dues. No fucking way, dude. If you do Color Storm, it'll be enough to take it to All-Star and you'll get all the packs in between. I already have almost all the All-Star cards for TA, and I haven't even touched Color Storm. Color Storm would take me all the way to Finest on almost every team. Like, that's how much I played. And I'm telling you that if the method for making stubs is packs for you, that means you have better pack luck than me. That's all I'll say. On Alcor's macabre menu, people have two basic options. The first one is a whole body procedure where the entire body is frozen. The second is known as the neuro, where only the head is frozen and preserved after being severed from the torso, which is then cremated or buried. A third variation provides for freezing both the torso and head separately. Alcor stores both the bodies and the heads in huge thermos bottle-like tanks known as dewars, which are filled with liquid nitrogen cooled to minus. Bro. If they chop off your dead head and they freeze it and they're going to do things to like reverse whatever, how is the head going to come back to life? Tell me this is tell me. Explain to me how this is not a scam. In 2002, the whole body procedure cost $120. The neuro, $50,000. Packs don't give a shit. 3750 diamonds are trash. I agree. I 169 diamond pulls to unlock Shohei. I agree with Blopey completely. If the method for making stubs is opening packs, I promise that means your pack luck is above average. Alcor less of a scam than ripping packs. Ted's will said he wanted to be cremated. This was his kid's decision. That's like, I have too much money. I have too much money and I don't know what to do with it. That's what the kids were like. Ted Williams made them a lot of money, I guess, throughout the years. Backyard baseball season till the college football. College football was fun. I don't know that I would buy the next one though. Like I'm not a big college football guy, so unless there's like some drastic changes in the game. Sell DQ cards and whatever I got from packs and it eventually built up. That's fair. That's fair. If you're selling the Diamond Quest cards, like you're guaranteed to get those. I guess that's the difference between like relying on packs and doing that. And buy cards on the dips and rises. Yeah, I mean that's what I do too. But I'm just saying that it was easier to make stubs in 21 and 22. A lot easier. Need a college basketball game? I'd be kind of down with that, man. I'd be kind of down with that. I don't really watch college basketball as much anymore, unfortunately. But I would play that. I would definitely play that. That'd be fun. If I had more time, I would watch a lot more sports. Like I would watch like the WNBA and college basketball and like other things like that. I say more sports and I just named 2 versions of basketball. And sumo. I mean, I'll probably watch sumo anyway, to be honest. I'll probably do that anyway. Sumo is really fun. I want to put that on YouTube. If you don't know, we have a sports channel. Go subscribe. What did you guys think about Angel Reese's first triple-double? It sucks that she didn't hit a lot of shots, but hey, like her efficiency wasn't great. But hey, a triple-double's a triple-double, man. I respect it. But yeah, I wanna watch more shit. Problem is, like, every time I think to watch some more sports, like I just don't have time. I don't know. Angel Reese hate is lame as shit, to be honest. The rest of the Sky are right there and worse. Well, I really liked her in Unrivaled. I thought she was great, to be honest. I thought she was like a really, really useful player there. I don't know if it's like different because it was a 3-on-3 league, but I thought she was fantastic in there. But Unrivaled was really fun to watch. She also had a decent coach. That video of the guy shooting Angel Reese cereal in a cart, missing it every time, was priceless. Oh, I didn't see that. That sounds funny. I don't know. I liked Angel Reese when I saw her in Unrivaled. I liked most of the women that I saw in Unrivaled. Like they were very, very talented. She's their 4. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they need a better coach. It sounds like they need, or if they don't need a better coach, they need point guard. They need Chelsea Gray. You know what I'm saying? They also don't have their 2026 draft pick. So they're bad for no reason. Dude, maybe they could fire, maybe they fire their coach and replace her with Tibbs, or him with Tibbs. The 11-1 Lynx have their pick. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I was thinking about buying that fucking NBA package, the WNBA package, League Pass or whatever for the WNBA. I was thinking about just grabbing it. My problem is, like, am I actually gonna watch it? What would I say to Mike Malone as the next coach? I'd be mad. Mike Malone is not going to do anything different than Tibbs. They're almost the same exact coach. Is Butter Johnny or bust for you? Sort of. Even Budenholzer, like, Vork got me a little worried about that because he says he's going to be the same as Tibbs also. But I don't know if I buy into that completely, but at this point, I just want Johnny Bryant. Like, give him a shot. Give him a shot. I'm really upset that they didn't have a fucking plan going into this. Like, their plan was to contact every team about every coach that they have. I think that's Jim Dolan's doing. I think Jim Dolan is sticking his nose in their business, and Leon is just like, okay, I'll contact all the guys that you want as coach. I'll contact their teams, and he's throwing out like feelers out there and then getting rejected because he knows that he's going to get rejected. But this is what Dolan wants. It's like trying to appease the fucking players. They'll play the players 38 minutes instead of 40 plus. I think Bud takes some time off while still getting paid and monitors Mitch and SA, to be honest. Yeah, I that's another thing, is that I don't think that Budenholzer is actually looking for a new job. I don't think he wants another job. He has his millions and he's like, okay, I'll when I get that up, then I'll deal with it. Yo, Nugs was good. Fuck the players. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that's my opinion. I don't want Mike Malone. I know a lot of people in New York really want Mike Malone because they're like, oh, he's from New York and this and that. He's from Long Island and all this bullshit. And it's like, he's going to be Tibbs part 2. Mike Malone, the GOAT. I like Mike Malone, but I also like Tibbs. But if you're going to fire Tibbs, you need to go in a completely different direction for a coach. I know a streamer from Long Island. Oh boy. But like, you need to go in a completely different direction. If you're fucking literally firing Tibbs and saying like, oh, he's not the right guy for the job because of this reason, that reason, and this reason, and then you hire a guy that does the same exact things, why are we doing that? Set yourself up perfectly. I know I didn't want to say it, but I was like, fuck it. Becky Hammon, I don't really know anything about her. That she was the one that was on the Spurs, right? Like part of the Spurs organization? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Yeah, she was an assistant coach for the Spurs. What if they announce? No, I do not want Steve Nash. The thing is, like, they have to pick the right coach because everybody's in the prime of their careers right now. Mikhail, OG, Jalen, Kat, all of them are in the prime of their career, and we can't afford to waste like 2 years trying to establish a guy like Steve Nash, who couldn't get it done with a full-blown like big-time roster with like James Harden and Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Obviously, that wasn't necessarily his fault, but she won back-to-back WNBA titles, then traded a player for getting pregnant, but that's not an NBA pro. A team needs a whole ass front office. Yes. Are they rehiring the dude that was coaching them in the playoffs? Like, did they officially give him a contract? I feel like I read that. Oh, that was Dirica? Oh no. Think so? I think he deserved it. I think he did a good job. Steve Nash is African? Yeah, he's from South Africa. He took them to one series win and another to 7 games and only lost because he had 2 starters injured and the 6th man had a broken hand. Yeah, I think he did a really good job. I can't remember his fucking name right now, but I think he did a great job. I thought he was just boring Canadian. No, he was born in South Africa, I believe. Adelman, yes. So Becky Hammond, I do remember her with the Spurs. It would be kind of sick if I would probably be fine giving her a chance to coach the Knicks, to be honest. Because she's gonna bring something different that other teams are not gonna have. But I would be kind of annoyed if they hired Mike Malone. Let me tell you something. I'd be super pissed. I know there's a lot of like talk about this. I'd be super, 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 super fucking pissed if they hired Doc Rivers. I don't know if I would watch the Knicks at that point. Do I think it's really a possibility? I'm not sure. I fucking hope not. Dolan becomes the first owner to hire a women's coach. I think there's a chance that Dolan could do that, but maybe you're right. Melo for Knicks coach? No, thank you. Coach Sheed? I do love me some Rasheed Wallace. I'm not going to lie. I think Jenkins or Vogel would get a chance before her. Kind of want to see Mark Jackson as coach again, but I don't think that will happen. Mark Jackson can become a coach anywhere but here. Okay. I do not want to see Mark Jackson near my goddamn team ever fucking again. I don't want him anywhere near the Knicks. He can get a shot somewhere else. That's totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. I respect it. But fucking, I do not want him anywhere near the Knicks. Coach Melo, ISO ball all day. Mark tried to end Steph's career. Bro, he was, I don't know. Mark Jackson, like, give him another chance, fine, but not for a good team. Like, you don't want him. I don't know. I don't trust Mark Jackson. I don't trust him. I just don't. Like, Brunson wouldn't be down for this. You may be cooking. I really don't think that it's Jalen's choice to be playing the way that he plays. I really think that's more on Tibbs. That's what his offenses always are. It's just ISO ball, ISO ball, ISO ball, ISO ball. So I think if they got a coach that forced him to distribute the ball, he would. He would. He's a team player. Randall would be down too. I love Julius Randle. I'll take him back on the Knicks. Sign a vet minimum, and then talk to some companies around here that will give him big time sponsorships. Totally legal, by the way. Totally legal. Give him the vet minimum, and then convince a bunch of sponsors to take care of him. You know, that'd be fine. Coach Boris Diaw. We could try it. We could try it. So I just looked at the WNBA League Pass blackouts, and I would not be able to watch Liberty games or national broadcast games, which I'm sure is normal. Yeah, would be a good would be good to coach Jokic. Jokic is the super shredder version of Boris. That's fair. Yeah. So that kind of sucks. I don't know if it's worth. It's only $35, but if Liberty games are going to be blocked, like what the fuck is the point? I can't believe they're blocking WNBA games. I think that's insane. I think that's so insane. I mean, I could probably just watch it on Gotham because we have that, but you don't hear the music. It's just too low because I did lower it at some point. Steal Stephanie White from the Fever. They hate her anyways. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming she's bad though. You're going to see Banger and his lady next week? Holy shit. Are you going to his area or is he coming to you? Damn, I am jealous. That's actually one day the three of us have got to hang out. You're both going to KC? Damn, dude. Should have told us. Maybe we would have gone. Actually, this week is kind of tough. Show Noob 2? No way. KC's a fun time. I want to go to the Negro League Museum. And also see the Royals. Can't believe I missed NBA with crossover chat. You're going to the Royals Dodgers game and having bomb ass barbecue? Oh my God, I'm actually jealous. I'm actually jealous. Haven't heard that name in a while. You know what's funny? Shownoob doesn't stream anymore. He doesn't really come on Twitch anymore. He's not like doing anything like that, but he puts out YouTube videos. He puts out like really high quality sports YouTube videos. Like his channel is really fucking cool. He like went from, you know, MLB The Show videos to like putting out high quality sports shit. Make sure to hit up the Royals Museum in the left center. It's so nice. Maybe one day we'll go to Kansas City, go see the Royals, go check out the museums over there, eat some barbecue. That'd be fun. That could be a nice little weekend thing. Look at Show Noob's channel, dude. He makes like legit baseball videos now. They have a cool art museum too. Like my man Show Noob, like, are you gonna get copyright strike now? I don't think that Noob would copyright strike me, but maybe. Oh, unless MLB owns his videos because he's putting out things, maybe. It depends. I wouldn't get a strike, but it would probably be like, oh, you can't like do this. Like they will take the money from the video now on YouTube. Show Noob is the sexiest nurse, true. But yeah, go follow my man Show Noob's channel. Go check it out. He posts videos every like month or whatever, like, and they're good quality. It's good quality shit. Like, I would definitely go check out his channel because it's awesome. It's awesome. Does the Show Noob fart? I would imagine he does. But like, look at his video. He's got like a 21,000 view Christian Yelich video. Like, he makes good shit. It's very, very cool. I like his videos a lot. Like, whenever they come out, I watch them. He got no blood hole. Army of Fart. But yeah, it is a good point. Maybe we do get the video demonetized, which would suck. Remember that time Yelich has his phone hacked and the world knows he eats ass? I mean, is that embarrassing? I don't know. Is that embarrassing or is that just good for him? This guy said his mom is hot. I don't. What are we doing? Remember that time Cody Bellinger about to clean up to Giancarlo? Yesterday? Or was hot? I don't know now. We got to see Giancarlo play in the minors in AA. His wife is Stanton's ex? I did not know that. I did not know that. I had no idea. We got to see him in the minors last week, and now he's back in MLB. He debuted yesterday or today? I don't remember. It ain't the first time he's batted after Stanton. That's got to be super awkward, dude. Yesterday? Oh, he played in Greensboro? Oh, that's sick, dude. That's actually really funny. Good to see players share their women like NBA guys. I mean, like, I know Winter Soldier is clowning on him for and being like, oh, he's batting after Stanton, but like, couldn't you also like read it as like he beat Stanton? Like he stole the girl from Stanton? I don't know. I saw like 30 plus games of a team with Ozuna, Yelich, Mark Canha, and Real Muto. Wait, Mark Canha was on those teams? I did not remember that. I definitely did not remember that. One man's trash is another man's trash. This guy said it's like adoption. That's fucking crazy. It's out of control. Having sloppy second hung over your head as a joke would suck. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. The Greensboro Grasshoppers. He probably isn't called Don Carlo for nothing. Fair. That's fair. Mark Canna, Isaac Galloway. I don't even remember who that is. Yelich, Ozuna, and Real Muto. So did Mark Canna play for the fucking Marlins? Or no? Because I don't remember him playing there. Feeling like it's 2017. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, man. One of the best lefties of all time. One of the best pitchers of all time. I like Kershaw as a baseball player. Some of the other things that he does, I can't really support. He was drafted by Miami, Rule 5'd by Rockies. Okay. Let Peyton cook, he'll fuck up come playoffs. I meant Kershaw. I don't know. Wasn't he good in the last playoffs? You can't support him pumping out kids like he's Catholic in the 1600s. Wait, is that what he's doing? I didn't even know about that part. No, I can't support some of his comments and his homophobia and shit. That's what I can't support. Baby number 5. Oh, brother. A lot of babies. But I guess if you're a multi-gazillionaire baseball player, you're fine. Popping off during Pride Month. We love the moves. Let's see the Dodgers. The Dodgers are 44-29. The Mets have a better record. The Tigers have a better record. That's surprising. I might try to go to the Rockies game next week if he has a shot at 3K during it. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. I hear Coors is nice. I need to go. I only ever hear good things about Coors. Releasing a 94 Durana in Pride Month is wild. Yeah, I think Gengar said that. The Dodgers have 14 for real? Coors is amazing. The team is ass. I mean, the team is definitely ass. I'll give you that. But I was mostly just talking about Coors. 15-57. Like, how did we get a team that's doing worse than the fucking White Sox last year? Like, that's insane. Outside of Coors is sketch as fuck. Oh, really? I'm not surprised. I feel like outside of a lot of stadiums is like that. Yankee Stadium's kind of like that. Citi Field isn't too bad. I want to know how the fuck they stay that bad. They draft high every year. Incompetence. They're literally fighting to not be worse than the White Sox. But they're significantly worse right now, right? Than the White Sox were at this point last year. If I remember correctly. From where you park to walk to the stadium is all homeless camps now. Look at the Pirates. They've sucked forever. Yeah. It's more than just drafting high. It's not like the NBA. Or like football. I'll fist fight a bum. I don't care. It's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. They have the worst record through this point of any team since 1899. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. Like, I don't really feel bad for them. I have a couple friends that are White Sox fans, actually. I have multiple friends that are White Sox fans. And I'd be kind of happy for them if the Rockies broke that record. Ashley? No, not her. She's cool though. I forgot she's a White Sox fan. One of the best pitchers in the league now, and they can't even get the poor guy a win when he gives up like 1 run. I mean, the Pirates are just bad, but at least they have like, I feel like the Pirates have a future. Right? Like the Pirates have some good players coming up and currently in the organization. Some, obviously not everyone. But the Rockies don't have shit. Or the Jays, the team is forever mediocre. Yeah, that's true. Come to Colorado with me. I need backup in the... Bro, I'm not fighting any bums, okay? Denver News Channel only gives a weather report for Rockies games now. They legit just tell you if it's a good day to drink at the game or stay home. That's actually crazy. Hickey, come fight. Do they, though? They'll trade them away? Let's look. They have Joey Bart. Spencer Horwitz. Yikes. Adam Frazier. They still have Adam Frazier? That's crazy. IKF, New York Yankees legend, leading the team in WAR. Actually, he's not leading the team in WAR. O'Neal Cruz is. They have Cruz, they have Hayes, they have Reynolds. They have McCutcheon, who's 38, but still better than whatever. What backup would he be? He'd be gagging from their smell. I know you're from Queens. I know you fought a bum before. No. I was friends with the homeless guys in the neighborhood. They were cool. You know what would be really cool for Secret Wars if they had Toby and Hugh fighting Sentinels, and that's how they bring them into the MCU? I think I'd be cool with that. That sounds fun. After giving Vladdy that contract, I lost all hope. I mean, I'm glad they gave Vlad the contract. I think they needed to be honest. I think they really needed to. They couldn't afford to lose Vlad, to be completely honest. They could trade Bichette for some assets, and they could sort of rebuild in a sense. Just Dairy Queen employees? Oh, brother. Long Island's got a lot of bums. Oh, man. When I was growing up, I was friends with like the homeless guy. His name was Cedric. He was cool. He was always telling everybody not to be afraid of him. He said, I ain't the boogeyman. I ain't the boogeyman. That's what he would say all the time. He lived under the boardwalk, and he would always ask me for cigarettes whenever he saw me, and I would always give it to him. And unfortunately, I don't know what ever happened to him because he Sandy happened, the hurricane, and I never saw him again. So that doesn't bode well for him living under the boardwalk. But he did have friends, so he may have stayed at somebody's house. But good way to make sure your shit doesn't get stolen, if I'd imagined. Yeah. He was super cool with us, with me and my friends. The Dairy Daddies, this is honestly awesome. This is honestly awesome. Was he Bubbles? Sort of. He was like the neighborhood Bubbles in a sense. He was really friendly. He was really nice and really friendly. Not worth that much, though. I'd rather us blow it up and spend on multiple players. That's fair too. I could see that. That's Hash? You called Hash Bubbles? But yeah, Cedric is cool. Unfortunately, oh shit. He's one of the best characters in TPB. It's not an attack. He was awesome for a crackhead. Bubbles was awesome, period. Okay. Bubbles was a special character. I should watch The Wire again. You meant that Bubbles? I don't know what TPB is, to be completely honest with you. I have no idea what that is. I meant The Wire Bubbles. That's what I thought you meant. Oh, Trailer Park Boys? No, I never even saw that. Trailer Park Boys Bubbles? I remember that movie. I don't remember who Bubbles is in that movie. Stream it? I don't think I can. Oh, this guy. Show's much better. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I could see the hash there. We had a lacrosse player at work who looked just like TPP Bubbles, and once he graduated, he came back 2 weeks later and cornered a coworker in her office and declared his love for her, not to dox anyone, but it was hash. Aren't you allowed to stream the shit that's on Amazon? I'm not sure. I actually really don't know. He had me going in the first half. Wild fucking wild. Dude, that's so fucking funny. He said not to dox anybody, but it was hash. The first half was legitimately true. I really don't know how that works. Streaming Amazon Prime from Twitch. I'm not sure how that works. It's exclusive to United States. I don't know. I wouldn't even want to fucking. I think you can because it's all Bezos. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think there is a way that you can. I just don't know how to do it. I think there's like a proper way to do it. I just don't know how. Told Speedy could stream it. That was pretty cool. Not that I watch him. I believe they would. The difference between me and Speed is about 30,000 viewers. So I don't know if I would have the same permission as him. That's just a little guess. But yeah, I mean, if I was allowed to stream shit like that, I would do more of that. Yo, Nugs was good. You have a good night, bro. I said, what's good? Nugs, you have a good night. Just act more Buffaloian. It's funny because like the way to succeed in streaming and whatever is to act like a fucking moron, to be honest. Just become a Luffy mega fan. I'll just have to do that, whatever that means. It's crazy. If I just acted really stupid and posted like really stupid clickbaity videos and just shit, I could, like, I'm pretty sure I know how to become super, super famous on YouTube and Twitch, but like, I would just be too embarrassed to ever act that way. You know what I mean? How the fuck Lego make accurate Luffy but didn't use those arms for Reed Richards? Is that a bone to pick with Luffy, or is that a bone to pick about Lego? To really blow up on YouTube, all you have to do is either harass people or make videos harassing people and pranking people that are made in like a childlike way. Make a lot of things pop up on screen, make a lot of like fucking whatevers. But I'd rather just appeal to like the people in their 30s. If you say Luffy like that one more time, I'm gonna unsub. How do you pronounce it? That's what it's spelled like. Lufa? Luffy? It's Luffy? Tell them to learn to spell then. I didn't know there was a Reed Richards Lego. That would make a lot of sense. We harass you. Does that count? That's no. It's not enough. You guys got to harass me more, I guess. If we want to be super famous, you know? I just like I don't know. I don't know that I could ever live with myself doing the things that like these guys do. I mean, granted, I'm old. I'm older. So like maybe I'm just more mature. Like if I had started YouTube and streaming and stuff in my 20s, I'd probably have a whole line. I probably would have been pretty famous, and I probably would have a whole back catalog of me just being a general menace and a piece of shit. And message heard, sell out, make money. I think I'd rather just do it the hard way. You know what I mean? If a 71-year-old widow in North Carolina can live her second career as an escort, you could do anything you set your mind to. Fair. And I would like to be myself and then blow up making videos and YouTube stuff and whatever. You're a Yankees fan? This comes natural, right? I'd basically what I'm saying is if I sold out all my values and I just acted like a complete fucking immature child, we'd probably go viral. But I just can't do it. Harassing fast food workers doesn't make you a menace. I will say I've never harassed any fast food workers unless you. Yeah, harassing service employees is super scummy. Yeah, I agree. The only thing that I've ever done to fast food workers was change my voice in the way that I was talking at the drive-thru. I wasn't being a dick, but I would just change like the way my voice was, and then I'd roll up to the thing and then have a completely different voice. I thought that was super funny. But it was only funny to me. It was stupid. But it wasn't hurting anybody. $100 an hour, 71 years old. That's crazy. It's insane. Fast food workers are real ones. They really are. I've worked in restaurants before and retail and stuff like that. That's so funny. Oh my God. Well, I thought it was funny at the time. It was mostly because I would embarrass my friends. That's why. But I wouldn't like harass the workers. Why did Google Chrome just crash? What the fuck? Is my whole computer about to crash? Ordering a Big Mac at Burger King is still content. I just like would not annoy people. I've ordered using a Gollum voice. That's content. Yeah, like I would do like shit like that. Or would you embarrass yourself? No, I wouldn't be embarrassed because I wouldn't care. If I was worried about too much embarrassment, I wouldn't be streaming all the time. You're bound to embarrass yourself. I'm doing a Yoda voice next time I'm with Upleamer. Dude, when you do it with your friends in the car or whatever, or other people in the car, they get so embarrassed. They get so mad. It's just a great joy in life. Because like the fast food workers don't know who the fuck you are. They don't care. A Big Mac, I would like. This man was playing a math puzzle at 2 a.m. He gives no fucks. That's fair. But yeah, that's how I feel. I don't know if we're really even playing anything tonight. I've just been talking and bullshitting, and it's been fun. I pulled past the window and made the person in the backseat order. They also hate that shit. I could see how that would be annoying. I make Upleamer order from the passenger seat because she never. Starfish also can never decide what to do. She gives those vibes, yeah. They're very similar. They very similarly probably struggle with making decisions. You stopped playing MLB? I haven't played MLB in like a month ish. I mean, I have basically since this new inning started, I haven't played MLB. Say that. Highly deflated ball bag? Oh, brother. She speaks to Brandon Sanderson's manager after. I wouldn't say I stopped playing MLB Clutch. I just like. I finished live series and I just like don't really have a whole lot else to do, I feel like. Now we get a boring fucking wall to stare at. Christ almighty, bring back the windows. I'm going to decorate the wall. I gotta clean it. I gotta paint it, I mean. I have to paint it. We almost had an existential crisis at Dairy Queen because they didn't have the stuff to make the new mixing bowl mashup Blizzard. That's tough, I'm not gonna lie. Do you hate my wall that much, Vork? What about my cool Knicks blanket, bro? You want to see a pissed off McDonald's workers trying to... Oh, man. Order using sign language? Yeah, like, I don't know. I would feel bad torturing food service workers. But that's content on YouTube, I guess. That's the way that people do things. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. Wall sucks. Bring back windows and get curtains for man. I was there. We were there on Easter, and that's all I was thinking about. I just kept staring at the curtains. I was like, man, everybody would love this shit. Everybody would be so happy if I've recorded right now. Put Velcro canvas up on the wall. You know what I was going to do before I got on? Actually, I'm not even going to tell you because I might do it tomorrow or Thursday. Throw Starfish into it for the channel points. I got to go to the dentist tomorrow. Sucks. Now that's content. Yes. Domestic violence. I have to go to the dentist tomorrow because I don't know. Apparently, I chipped one of my back teeth. Like the Wolf of Wall Street dwarf tossing scene. Yeah, so I'm gonna paint the walls hopefully soon, and then put some shit up because that's what I want to do. Is there something that's actually called the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia? Is that a real thing? There's no way. I don't want to Google this. Excellent movie. Google it. No cousins were harmed in the making of that movie. Post clips. It's on Netflix. The best documentary of our generation. They weren't harmed because they weren't loved. Oh, this is the Jackass guys. Is this an actual documentary or is it just a joke? Is this like a legit documentary or is this like like satire or whatever? It's real? It's legit. They're just wild as fuck. I was literally gonna say this dude looks like he's, and she also looks like they've done some meth. Is this doxing Hash again? Boone County mating call. Bro, some of this hits too close to home. Okay, so like, I would actually watch that. Mostly because it was made by Dick House. So I would actually watch that. I would be very curious. To be honest. But is it literally only on Netflix? Because I don't have Netflix. It's really funny, but kind of sad. I imagine it's very sad. Oh, it's not even on Netflix. It's on the Roku channel. You have the DVD. I don't have Netflix. Don't open that link on stream. All right, I got you. Thank you. I know I could always rely on you to find me what I'm looking for. You tried the game Rematch, Rocket League, but soccer? No, I've never even heard of that. Is it good? You have one lonely YouTube chatter trying to get your attention? Listen. I answered. I might take a moment. Comes out on the 19th. Early access started yesterday. I think it looks fun. Let me see. Blue waffles. I know what that is. I've never seen one guy, one jar. Actually, that actually might be a lie. I might have seen that too. Watch it now? No, thank you. No, thank you. Hold on. I'm trying to find this game that Clutch was talking about. What's it called? Rematch. Live reaction? No. I remember Two Girls, One Cup came out, and I was at my friend's house. Oh, it's free on Game Pass? Yet another reason to actually buy Game Pass again. It's like the 37th reason this month. Like, it's gross, but eh. So I remember that came out. Two Girls, One Cup came out. And we were at my friend's house, and his brother was like, "Oh, did you hear about Two Girls, One Cup?" And I was like, "No, the fuck is that?" And he's like, "Oh, let's watch it." And we ordered pizza. So the pizza came, and he's like, "Let's watch it." And he was a few years older than us. He was like 6 or 7 years older than us. And he put it on while we ordered pizza. And I saw the first like second and I was like, oh fuck no. I was like, hell no. I'm not watching this shit while I'm eating. And this motherfucker literally stared at the screen with all intent, with every bit of intention to prove like how much of a man he was, I guess. And he watched that whole shit all the way through while he was eating and staring and eating. And I was horrified. I was like, I don't know how the fuck you eat through that. Wonder where those girls are now. That was like 2008. It was post 9/11 world. I'd already seen a man beheaded. I was too desensitized to think it wasn't funny. I'm not saying it's like you threw up when you saw it the first time. Yeah, I was horrified. I was horrified. It's less bad than a lot of other things that we've seen now like years later on the internet, but it was still not great. Tub Girl was horrible. Tub Girl was very horrible. But I'm not really interested in seeing any of these things ever again. You know, my entire childhood was filled with trauma because of these things. And maybe some other things, but mostly that. I do have a weak stomach when it comes to stuff like puke and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, I would never make fun of you for throwing up when you see that. Because I get it. Tub Girl was probably 10 years, maybe more earlier. Rematch looks pretty cool. I'm looking at the pictures and stuff right now. It does look pretty sick. I did enjoy Rocket League. I wasn't necessarily good at it, but I enjoyed it. It's kind of cool. I've never seen the meme gross videos. I arguably went around the wrong bumps. I saw maybe one or two beheading things and I was like, okay, never watching this again. Like, I'm not. Like, I can't do it. Like, it does not give me a good feeling at all. It's horrifying. I've seen some very gruesome things on the internet, and it's not fun. Kids these days don't understand. As if it can't happen. You're about 25 years too old to be good at Rocket League. Fair. Their friends send memes. Ours send shit that emotionally damaged us. Okay. So I definitely get what you're saying. And I know you're not like trying to start a philosophical debate. But I do think that kids these days are incredibly emotionally damaged by things on the internet. Even though it's not necessarily the traumatizing things that we saw, like Blue Waffles and Tub Girls and Goatsies and things like that. But no, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, I could see how like social media is just super, super fucking bad for you. It's especially if you're a kid. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a kid dealing with social media shit, it's just like, because social media is nothing but fake. It's nothing but like, everything's an illusion on social media, right? Everybody's posting like all the wonderful things that they're doing in their lives so that you can like, they can feel better about themselves and feel like they're superior to other people. And like, that's not great for a kid's mentality, you know? It's bad for everyone. Agreed. But I think it's particularly bad for children. Like, when you're growing up, this is going to be a tough era to grow up in, especially with AI going about and like things happening with AI. It's going to be harder and harder for these kids to like determine what's real and what's not. Yeah, exactly. Social media is terrible for people's perception of reality. Yeah. That is the best way to put it. That is honestly the best way to put it. Cause like it's so fucking bad, and especially for a child. Fuck them kids. I mean, yeah, but like also I don't know. I feel bad for the way the world is going, man. Social media is just like so incredibly dangerous. AI is so incredibly dangerous. It's it's going to be tough in the next couple of years. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be really tough, especially for a literal child. Like AI could be great, but it's most likely going to be worse. It got worse once you can't discipline. What you mean, like beating your kids? Because I don't know if I agree with that. None of these heathens are behaved. College age kids legit can't write papers themselves. It's so stupid. Right. I personally welcome our AI overlords. I am genuinely afraid Skynet is going to happen. But that's like the least of my issues at this point. Because whatever. There's a difference between beating and disciplining. Yeah, of course, but why can't you discipline your kid? The only thing that they made illegal was beating your kid. Well, I mean, that was already illegal, probably. Adrian Peterson did nothing wrong is absolutely the most insane, unhinged statement you've made all night. I know you're joking, but that's crazy. But you can absolutely discipline a child. The problem is most people don't. But I'm sure that was the same way 20 years ago as now. If all you can do is yell, you're getting ran over. So you're endorsing hitting children. That's what you're saying. I don't have kids, so I don't know, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure that you need to abuse a child in order to get them to behave. But I don't have any kids, so what do I know? But I think that's much more traumatizing than anything else. Like, there's a difference between disciplining and whatever. Now, screen time to distract is a new discipline. Right. So you're not disciplining your kid, you're just putting them in front of a YouTube channel or whatever. Like, you know, smack to the butt can change things. I mean, I got hit all the time when I was a kid. I did turn out okay. But I don't know if I'm qualified to like I don't know to really comment on that. I just I'm personally all about not letting people hit their kids. I'll say that. Regardless of where they hit them or how they hit them. Like, I do think that it's wrong. Kids are glued to brain rot screens, only your children, only your own children. But people don't discipline them at all. Yeah, I think there's a huge difference between. I get where JT's coming from. Like, I understand what he's trying to say. It just. When my mom popped me in my mouth for talking shit, I ain't do it again. I did, though. I got hit. I still ran my mouth. I still did everything. I really don't think that makes a difference. Like, it may have worked for you, but I really don't think it makes a difference. But hitting kids is definitely a bad thing. I'll say that. Then you burped it up. Oh my god. My mother tried to put soap in my mouth once, and I can grab attention better than a lot of things. If you're legit angry, you shouldn't be hitting the kid, though. Yeah. That I could definitely get behind. Because when you're mad and you hit kids, it isn't good. Let me tell you. I would be very, very beaten and beat up as a kid, and it was not even remotely good. My mom tried that once, and my response was, "What the fuck?" So it didn't work. My mother also one time tried to put soap in my mouth, and I nothing changed for me either. If your kids they want a toy, force them to fucking leave. Don't ruin everyone else's time. Yeah, I agree with that. Hot sauce is a punishment? That's fucked up. Your mom still hates when you swear? Does he love it now? I imagine he hates it. My mom waited until I was in high school and could understand how I fucked up before she started cutting you up in the back of the head. Really? So every time I was like, yeah, I deserved it. Fair. Cuffing, not cutting. He can't stand spicy food. Cutting would be crazy. I was like, bro, what the fuck? That's violent. I didn't think you misspelled anything. I thought it was just some slang that I didn't know. Had to go one way or the other, I guess. Yeah, it could have gone either way. I can't imagine you would like it after that though. Cutting would be wild. It'd be funny if she just cut all the hair off the back of her head if you thumped though. My brother and I kept each other in line as much as our parents did, to be honest. I just like I don't know. I think there's a way that you can just teach kids the right things to do without like hitting them or without like it might be a struggle, but I still just think it could be done. You know what I mean? You fucked up, get the clippers. If one of us did some dumb shit, our hands were being thrown. That's fair. It would be funny to see him go grab ketchup and rub his tongue with it. You have a lot more faith in kids than most do. Well, I just think that like a lot of it is on the parents, dude. I mean, I get it. I get that kids are like fucking lunatics and they're children, but like I don't know. Be like a better parent. Jack's friends in high school would be like, "Damn, he got a crew cut today. Wonder what he did." Kids are dumb. They are dumb. They are dumb. I don't know. I guess like no matter what you do, you're gonna traumatize a kid. No matter what you do. Sometimes with hot sauce, sometimes with soap or hair. Yeah, but that's less insane than like hitting your kid. I don't know. I don't know. Then again, I don't have kids, so I don't know. I like I said, I'm not really qualified to talk about this, right? Like I just don't like I could be just so fucking wrong. And I'm willing to accept that. I just want to know why people say don't give spankings, but when they're adults, you'll say he needs his ass beat. He needed his ass beat. He didn't need his ass beat. Like, to me, in those situations, it's like there's a big difference between an adult violently hitting a child and like a child getting into a fight with another child and like getting beat up by a peer, right? Like the adult can kill the person, kill the kid. The other kid's probably just gonna like hurt the kid a little. You know what I mean? Some not beat or anything, but my mom had some creative punishment. I was a creative fuck up though, so again, generally deserved. Some adults need bent over the knee to be fair. It's fair. It's like regretting not disciplining. I feel like a parent hitting a kid and a kid getting beat up by a peer for doing some dumb shit or different things. I think that's entirely different. Not enough people got hit by peers growing up and it shows. Right. Icky hits it, power dynamics. Yeah, I mean, there's a totally different thing. I'm not talking about putting a kid in a Lex Luger torture rack. Yeah, but how many times does it start with like a little smack on a kid's ass and eventually turns into literally like an adult punching a child or smacking a child in the fucking head several times? Like that happens constantly. Go slap my kid with a brick. Hire a kid to beat up your kid instead, big brain? Sure. At every stage. I don't know. Again, like speaking like a man who grew up watching Chris Benoit. Oh man. Again, I don't have kids, so I don't know. It's like hard for me to speak on this, but I just think I think hitting your child is kind of pathetic. I'm gonna be honest. And once you start doing it, it gets easier and easier to go further and further. It's like I would never hit purple starfish. What's really the difference between that power dynamic? Me lording over a kid or me lording over like a small woman. You know what I mean? We move in a month? Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. I hope your closing goes a lot smoother than mine did. It's all fun and games until your brain is pudding and you have your kid locked in the crippled crossface next to his children's Bible. I probably shouldn't have read that out loud. Oh, yeah, we bust our guns. Because she can beat your ass back. Fair. It's fair. But I don't know. I always thought that way too. Like, Icky Soften and Templi. I don't. Maybe. Purple honey badger. I always thought that way. Like, I would never fight anybody that was smaller than me when I was growing up. I would never. I would also not pick on kids that were smaller than me. If you were bigger than me, then you were it was open season, I guess. We never had the issues growing up that they have now. That is not true. That is not even remotely true. She'll hide your vape if you misbehave. Sure. We had plenty. There were plenty of issues that people our age had growing up. They just never got them. They never dealt with them. That's just simply not true. So throw away the Dino Nuggies. Not dealing with issues and not like getting help is not good. Like, I think society also needs to stop um acting like that's a cool thing. Because we had plenty of fucking issues. I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by issues, but I know a lot more people my age that need therapy than that don't. A lot. I was small until I hit the most average height of all time, so nobody in my childhood was smaller than me. I lost a lot of fights growing up. Same. I was super small. Eventually in high school I grew. But when I was in like grade school, I was very small and everybody would pick on me and I would get into like fights all the time and I'd get fucked up. Push it down and don't deal until you blow up. Fair. Always been around, they just weren't taken to get help or diagnosed back in the 80s and shit. Agreed. The same fucking issues that we have these days are the same issues that people had back then. They just weren't diagnosed and they weren't taken care of. That doesn't mean that they didn't exist. To realize I had dyslexia. Yeah. Yeah, over the past like year or so, I'm kind of think that I just have some sort of ADHD and that was just never treated. And I probably need to go get that taken care of. Yeah. It's just simple as that. Like I think the other thing is like a lot of issues are now magnified because of the internet and because of social media and stuff like that. So we see it more often. It's more in our faces. Things weren't like this. The internet wasn't around back then. Underdiagnosis versus overdiagnosis. Yeah, that's kind of another issue also. Cuz like there's plenty of doctors out there that are just trying to get paid and prescribing drugs to people that shouldn't be prescribed drugs. You add in over medication? I thought that's what he meant. I thought that's what he meant by that. Things are just sort of magnified and amplified nowadays because of the internet. Because we get our news like that. Because everything happens at the drop of a fucking hat. But that doesn't mean that these issues didn't exist everywhere back in the day. Even if someone legit has something, just going balls to wall on the medication for, I know. It's really gross what it's really gross what I don't know if I want to even talk about this. Diagnosis versus treatment, but still both issues. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of things have happened in the past like 15, 20 years that have been very, very bad for especially kids growing up. They also aren't taught to not give a fuck. Yeah. Don't get me started. Yeah. It's going to end up the only reason I don't want to like really talk about it is cuz it's going to end up spiraling into like it's going to end up like becoming like political and shit like that because it seems like that's all anything ever becomes at this point. TikTok ain't a real place you can walk away from the phone for a bit. But TikTok, but that's not really anybody's fault in my opinion. TikTok is like developed and molded to make you addicted and force you to continue staying on their app. Like that's what it's designed for. Cyberbullying ain't real, motherfucker. Just log off. That is pretty funny, but I don't think it's that simple. Obviously, I'm sure you're not saying that it is, but that tweet was fucking hilarious. Marketing to kids should have never been allowed to begin with. Agreed. 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 I there's way too much shit directed towards kids. Also, I know that some people will agree, some people will not. I don't think that I think sports betting advertising should be illegal. If you can't advertise cigarettes, you shouldn't be able to advertise shit like sports gambling on every single fucking sports platform at this point. People be perpetually online. Agreed. 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 Agreed, but I'm specifically talking about kids though. Or let's advertise cigarettes again. Fair. You have to make fun of people to their face and reap the repercussions. Yeah. 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 I'm not involved in social media like y'all are too. Has saved me brain cells. Yeah, I don't really go on too much social media. You sort of have to when you're streaming to promote yourself a little bit. Like I would probably have a bigger audience had I taken advantage of like Twitter and stuff like that, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It like my brain cells like I'm running out of them. I don't have enough to keep losing. Bring back Joe Camel. He was cool. He was cool. I agree. It's a giant inside joke to troll my 72-year-old mom. When I grow up, I want to be as cool as him and smoke cigarettes. I also did, and I did. I did both of those things, and I was as cool as him. You grew up with so much free Joe Camel merch. That's actually awesome. I wouldn't wear it because I would feel bad advertising it at this point. But I'm not gonna lie, Joe Camel was kind of cool. You wear Joe Camel shirts to school in second grade. I wish I never started with cigs, but I don't regret bud. Yeah, I gotta stop vaping soon. If I had Joe Camel merch, I'd wear that everywhere. Yeah, I kind of feel that way, to be honest. I kind of feel that. I got a lighter with the no smoking symbol, but the no part wasn't on it. Smoke cigarettes, kids. Maybe it'll toughen them up. The problem with cigarettes is that they're so delightful. Um, they're wonderful. Dad's free ship from work was awesome. If I started smoking cigarettes again, I would immediately get a divorce. It would suck. I would be she would divorce me immediately. I could never. I'd smoke Marlboros. Nah, Camels, bro. Camels, bro. That's the way to go. Virginia Slims, I'm watching my Anyway. The Cruella de Villes. Camel Crushes. Look, I'm not trying to promote smoking or talk about smoking or anything. But I do have to say, I would walk around with 3 different packs of Camel all the time. Camel Blues all day, yeah. I would have a pack of Camel Blues, a pack of Camel Crushes, and a pack of Camel Menthols. And the menthols and the crushes you could crush. Crushes were kind of mid. I agree. But I used to have all of those in my pocket at all times. And I would just randomly choose whichever one I wanted. I would smoke menthol or regulars, depending on whatever. But eventually it became like so expensive. You're like Kevin Gates, but with cigarettes? Yeah, kind of. I would literally have 3 packs on me. And then Camel's also made like these other things. They don't make them anymore. I don't even remember what they were called. But they were like specialized packs of shit. Is that why you had so many cargo shorts? Yeah, I used to all the time. Every 15 crush was pre-crushed by accident. I went back and forth like growing up, like when I was in like high school, like I would smoke whatever. Like I would smoke like menthol or regular shit. It really just depended what I could buy or whatever. It was a goated share sig, but I was playing Russian roulette with myself on getting a menthol. Fair. I would smoke Newports at some point. At some point I smoked Newports. At some point I smoked like Parliaments and Marlboros and all that shit. Like I've smoked every goddamn cigarette that you can imagine. But yeah, I used to have the 3 Camel packs on me at all times. I run from fucking New York as a Newports phase. Newports. So like I grew up in a place where Newports were very popular. I guess you could say that about all of New York in your example, but specifically in certain neighborhoods, it's more popular. And so like I would just always have Newports all the time. You should get one of those old dispenser machines for your background and fill it with vapes instead. When I switched to vaping, it was almost an accident. I had no intention to quit smoking. I had absolutely no intention to quit smoking. At that point, I was smoking like 2 packs a day or whatever, 2.5 packs a day. And my friend was like trying to force me to just switch to vaping. And I was like, he was like, oh, I'll buy you a setup so you can try it. And I was like, okay. I was smoking like 2 or 3 packs a day. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. If you want to waste your money, you can. Oops, bought a vape. Yeah, he bought it for me and I was using it in the house and I liked it because I was using it in the house because I never smoked in the house. So I was like, this is kind of cool. I can like vape this at any time, anywhere. And then one day I didn't smoke for like 8 hours because I was vaping and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I was like, I wonder if like I can keep doing this for like an entire day. Better a vape setup than a crack setup. Yeah, exactly. You don't smell like pizza in Newports. Are you even a New Yorker? That's true. That's true. W friend, yeah. So one day I didn't smoke for an entire day, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if I could do this the next day. And I didn't smoke for the entire next day. And that's basically what happened. Like, I basically just sort of got tricked into it in a sense. Friends who share crack are loyal. The Hickey science experiment, yeah, exactly. It was kind of like that. It was like, oh, I wonder if I could do this, whatever. And then what ended up happening was I ended up feeling way better because I wasn't just feeling. I know everybody likes to say like vaping is worse for you or vaping is this and that and whatever. And I'm telling you right now, it is not worse than cigarettes. It just can't be. Like, it's impossible to be unless they start filling vapes with like vape juice with other chemicals, which could happen in the future and whatever. That's why I don't trust that big tobacco is now mostly controlling the vape industry at this point. But I started to feel better, and I started to be able to go out and like play basketball again and do things that I wasn't able to do while I was smoking because I couldn't breathe. And you could ask my friends at that time. There was one girl that actually comes in here sometimes. She said that she never thought that I would quit smoking because I loved it too much. She was like, if there's one person that's not going to quit smoking, like if smoking's going to kill them, it's you. Yeah, no, vaping is not good for you. That's the thing is there's a lot of vapors that like to say, or at least back in the day, they like to say that vaping was good for you or healthy for you. And it's literally not. Like, no matter what, if you're not breathing in oxygen, it's bad for you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say. Like, just chill instead. There's no girls on the internet, quit lying. She always said, like, she never thought that I could quit smoking because I just enjoyed it too much. And it's true. I loved smoking. I'm not going to lie. But if I tried a cigarette now, I think I'd be disgusted. Nicotine is good for you. I think nicotine keeps my entire life stable, to be honest. Good for the brain, yeah. It's not bad for your brain. But the vaping is bad for your lungs, so that's kind of the issue. But there's actually more research on vaping than people realize, because it's basically the same. It's essentially the same chemicals that are in a fog machine. So people have scientific research on fog machines and stuff like that. So that's a little secret for you guys. It's also way less chemicals than smoking, like significantly less chemicals. Like there's literally 3 chemicals in vape juice. Well, I guess there could be more. You have 2 lungs and only 1 brain, so easy math. Sure. I used to make juice like in my house. Like I would just make juice and then I'd be chilling. More than 2 lungs if you get a transplant. I hear you can get a brain transplant probably. I think that's the thing. Burn them out, buy new ones. Listen. Lung transplants are a thing? I know lung transplants are. I was making a brain transplant joke. Ben Askren? I don't know who that is. Calling it juice is weird though. That's just what it's always been called. I mean, or at least when when it was first out. Got pneumonia, needs new lungs now? Holy shit, that's scary. That's really scary. Okay, listen. It's 1:30. I'm tired. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate everybody chilling. I appreciate the new follows and the resub from Quintessential. I thought we were gonna play games, but we did not. But it was cool. I had a lot of fun. Honestly, this was a good stream. I enjoyed myself. Talking to you guys gives me life. Let's go show our boy Sammy some love. I appreciate you guys hanging out. He says he removes the vape from his mouth. I'm not saying I'm a good example. I'm just saying it is scary, and that still doesn't mean that I'm not doing something that's stupid. Keep that in mind. Let's go show some love to our boy Sammy. I'll be back on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll figure something out. We'll figure out a game. I'll try to have something in mind before I get on. It's trash day. Thursday is trash day. That's 10:28 p.m. I appreciate you guys. I really do. You guys have a great night. Yo, Clutch, you have a good night. Winter Soldier, Down Lemur. I appreciate you guys big time. I will catch you on Thursday. We'll play some games. We'll have some fun. And you guys enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you then. Good night, everyone.